Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Giants going up against the Cardinals. Now let's go to Jim Nantz and Phil Simms for this Week 4 matchup.
Cardinals, Giants, coming up on EA Sports as we get ready for today's Week 4 matchup.
Hello, friends. Jim Nantz along with Phil Simms. And Phil, it's an absolutely gorgeous day here for football. And how will that factor into this game?
And we're going to see a game that's all out. I think the coaches, they prepared all week. They devised these big game plans, and the weather's good. Now they can call any play they want on that play sheet because the elements are not going to play a factor. So it's going to be exciting.
The Cardinals are back deep, waiting for the kick. Randy Bullock ready to get this game started with the opening kick. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24.
And now we've got a young quarterback about to head onto the field for the first time today.
Jim, this guy's he's starting to inch his way up into that elite status, and he keeps playing solid football. So if he goes out here today and plays a good solid game again today, we're gonna start talking about him differently here in the future. Well, I think we've heard this expression about 7,000 times. It's a passing league, so we all know that. So you got to be able to throw the football and pick up some first down.
Get ready.
Now 1st and 10. Got a hand on it. He'll force the incompletion. And now we'll look at the Cardinals offense. A coach's dream a week ago as this team never turned over the football once. The Cardinals snap it at the 36. Taken down at the 39. Here's a look at a very dangerous defensive unit. The Cardinals now on 3rd down. Just a week ago, they converted at a high rate in 3rd down situations. The Cardinals have it at the 39. Set up screen to Bernard. Charging ahead. And Bernard is brought down. Well, you work all week long on a game plan if you're the offensive coordinator, and you come right out and it works.
Yeah, it gives you a lot of confidence, doesn't it? Makes the offensive players, they feel good about what's going on, and it gives confidence to that play caller. That's just as important.
1st down at the 35. Got the completion. Gains 14. They've marched right onto the field with this opening drive, and they're moving the chains with regularity.
They sure are, and I think it's time for the defense to quit sitting in there in that bland defense they're running, take a chance and try to stop this drive.
Taken down a yard short of the 1st.
The offense has done a good job. They're now down inside the 20, but here's where it gets tough because your plays are limited because the field has been shrunk.
Double tight end formation. 2nd and short. And this will end up as a 2-yard loss.
Well, that time the offensive line just got overpowered. They allowed penetration. When you do that, nowhere for the running back to go. What a good job by the defensive line.
The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive. For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. 3rd and 3. He takes it on the counter. Good piece of tackling.
Wow, when you keep picking up first downs like this, it gives you confidence. But maybe most importantly, it gets the defense sitting over there going, what's coming next?
Wide receivers stacked up on this play.
First and goal from the 10. Gives it to him again.
Always a good idea to try to run the football when you get down the red zone, because passing the football can be hard at times when you get close to the end zone. But the defense was ready, and they step up and make the stop for a little gain.
Offense lines up here.
Second and goal from the 8.
They're going to get him here for a sack.
Well, I know this feeling. When a blitzer's coming, nobody's there to block him. There's nothing you can do as a quarterback but try to protect yourself because you're going down.
Third down after the sack. The long drive continues.
From the shotgun.
Looks to his left.
Gets it out for the completion. Gains 15.
Defensive coordinators love this situation, don't they? Third and long, they can do just about anything, and it's going to work, and they stop the offense that time.
The field goal try. Yes, sir.
Well, Jim, that field goal puts them in the lead. It was a nice drive by the offense, and what it does, it just gives you confidence. You did some positive things on the field, and it should carry over for you for the rest of the game.
The Giants prepared to return the kickoff.
Luck will lead his offense back onto the field here as this goes for a touchback.
At quarterback, he is the face of the franchise now. Out of Stanford, Andrew Luck. They come to the line, and it's first down.
Luck set in the pistol.
Breaks free, has some space to work with. Luck's brought down after picking up 11 on this play.
Luck's a great running back to have on your football team, isn't he? He goes up in there and gets the first down. Now your offense has 3 more chances.
Luck out of the gun.
And intercepted. The tackle was made.
That was an awesome job by the defense. They just read the quarterback's eyes. They got in position, and they made the interception.
It's a 2 tight end formation. They'll run it here. And Bernard is brought down.
What that run does, it just puts the offense in a good situation. So a good, positive run.
Second down following the run. It's Bernard in the backfield. Handoff, running right through the trenches.
Bernard's never able to build up that power that he has as a running back when there's nowhere to go. Hey, there's nowhere to go. That's a short gain.
Now third and short following the run. Offense lines up here. Takes it again. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down.
Number 39 with the carry.
That is a nice job by the running back there. He knew it was third and short, so he put that big old body up in there and grinds out the first down.
First down at the 21. Looking across the middle, he makes the catch, and he's brought to the ground.
The quarterbacks and receivers in this NFL now are so good. It's so easy for them to throw and catch and just keep picking up those first downs.
Offense lines up here. To the ground. Swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the offense that time on first down. Now the defense is in a good situation.
It's now second down. The Giants lined up in the nickel. They'll go shotgun here. Catch made. They bring him to the turf.
Number 14 completes the pass.
The offense is so close right here. They just need to show a little power and punch this in the end zone and get that touchdown.
The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive.
Third and goal at the 3. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
3rd and goal. You don't get it in the end zone. What do you do now? I think you go for it. You call the right play. Give your team a chance to put a touchdown on the board.
And converts on the 3.
Way to come out there on the field as a defense. The offense has great field position. You got to give them something different. The defense did. They stopped them, and they gave up the field goal.
And a touchback here will bring the ball out to the 20.
They come to the line of scrimmage. First down.
Andrew Luck under center. Martin taking it up the middle. Martin takes the hit and is brought down. Here's our look at the Giants offense. Last week, they never turned the football over once.
After being stuffed at the line of scrimmage, it's now 2nd down and 10.
And Crabtree's in the slot. Martin's got it on the handoff. For a gain of about 5. And here's the Cardinals defense. They know they need to force turnovers today, coming off a game in which they had no takeaways.
Quarters formation here for the defense. Interception. In on the stop.
Nice job of the defense that time. In position, they read the quarterback's eyes, and it led to an interception.
It's first down as they head to the line.
It's Bernard in the backfield. Will go ground. Brought down after a gain of 6.
That was a power running play that time by the offense. It picked up some good yards. Nothing like it. Show the defense you're willing to get in there and slug it out and get some tough running yards.
Let's go. The Cardinals take it from the 23.
Lays out and makes the play.
We're early in this game, but this defense must figure out a way to cover up this tight end because he's putting up big numbers.
I don't know if they can stop him, Jim. It's so hard for defenses now to come up with ways to stop these tight ends. They look like power forwards of the NBA. They're big, they're strong, they're fast. What do you do? I think you got to be a little more creative in the red zone than this. When you just line up and run the football like that, you're not going to get a lot of yards. And that time they just got a short gain.
2nd and goal from the 4.
Jams it across the goal line for the touchdown.
Arizona.
Well, he's one of the best in the NFL when it comes to finding his way into the end zone. That time he finds a way to get in there and get the touchdown.
The Cardinals lined up now for the point after.
Add the extra point. The kick is good.
The Cardinals defense will be ready to come back out in a moment. The offense making sure their efforts weren't wasted on the last drive, making good on the interception and putting points on the scoreboard. It'll be a touchback.
First down here.
Running to his right. Luck's met at the 30.
Luck's a very smart runner. He knows situations in the game. He saw the first down yard markers, and what does he do? He gets past them and picks up the first down.
The Giants will take the snap from the 30. Pass is made, but the hit knocks the ball out. Incomplete.
That's why you like defenders who are good punishing tacklers. Make those receivers worry about coming over the middle. They'll be careful the rest of this game because of that big hit.
It's a dime look for the defense on this play. Here's the handoff to Doug Martin. Throws the stiff arm.
Nice chunk of yardage picked up by Doug Martin.
A new set of downs now after picking up the first on the ground.
The first quarter is behind us, and we'll step aside as you watch the NFL on EA Sports. The Giants this time will go with 2 tight ends. And the second quarter is underway with this snap.
And it'll be 2nd down and 6 after the running play on 1st down.
It's Luck out of the pistol. Martin's going to take the handoff now.
And that's a big tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
The Cardinals defensive coordinator, my gosh, he is one happy guy. Anytime you get in the backfield and stop a runner and make him lose yards, that's some good stuff.
The defense looking for one more stop here on 3rd down after that run.
Martin's lined up directly behind the quarterback here. He's got the catch.
And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down.
This team, one of the better tackling teams in the NFL, and they play the situation perfectly. They give up the short completion. They come up and make the tackle. Now we have a 4th down.
First down, offense readying for the snap. Will run it. Here's the handoff. He's brought down at the 23-yard line.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
The Cardinals take it from the 23.
And he's tackled at the 32-yard line.
Bernard's able to show everybody why he should get the football more. Good job that time, finding his way and picking up a 1st down.
Let's go. 1st down and 10. They're setting up screen. He's brought to a halt.
You can do all you want on the defensive side. You get a lot of looks, but it's just too easy for the quarterbacks and receivers to throw and catch.
It's Bernard in the backfield.
Get ready.
From the gun. Throwing now to his left. And they bring him down at the 38-yard line.
Well, they complete the pass, Jim, but doesn't get the 1st down. Sooner or later, you got to throw one down the field.
This is 3rd down. They bring in the extra tight end. Reaches out and grabs it. And he's taken down, but not until he picks up the 1st.
Good job by the quarterback that time. He doesn't panic. He reads that it's a zone, and you have to wait for the receivers to get in between the defenders. Nice throw and catch.
1st down here after the completion. Split backfield here. Screen with 2 hands. He has it. And that'll be a gain of about 2.
Well, there's not much to say about that play, Jim. It was a completion by the quarterback, and it picked up a couple yards.
2 tight ends on the field here.
The Cardinals will take the snap from the 45.
He's taken down at the 47.
You got to keep your offensive lineman aggressive, so you have to run the football every once in a while. That run, even though it was a short game, it served a purpose.
after that last run. It sets up 3rd and 6.
Let's go.
Throws the pass. He's got the catch. And he's going to be tackled right around the 31-yard line. And now seeing these first half numbers, we knew coming into the game it was a possibility because this is one of the better passing attacks in the entire NFL, Phil.
Absolutely. It's one of the better ones in the NFL. And that's how they have built this football team. Jim, it's about the quarterback, the wide receivers doing it through the air. And if they want to win games, that's how they have to get it done.
Touchdown. What a run.
To me, still one of the most exciting plays in NFL football. A long running play for a touchdown. And how about that one? It had it all in its speed. Good moves, good blocks. Exciting touchdown.
Cardinals getting ready to kick it away. He'll have a chance to take off. And he runs it out to about the 27 before he's taken down. The Giants now will start this drive at the 27. And Crabtree's a receiver in the slot. After a short delay, now they'll run it. Second down coming up. Martin's lined up in a single back formation. To Crabtree. He's taken down at the 42.
When you run the slant route, it's very important to know as a receiver that you're going to catch that football probably in between some linebackers.
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. Doug Martin. And he is brought down at the 45-yard line.
Martins is a dangerous runner when you give him room to run, but there is no room this time. What a job by the defense. They bottle him up for a short gain.
Second down and 7. They want to keep feeding him the football. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
Now 3rd and short following the run. Doug Martin carries the football. Martin takes the hits and is brought down.
3rd and short. I don't know what you do anymore. I've given up. Do you throw it? Do you run it? Do you have that kind of faith in your offensive line? Well, the offense does. They run the football. Great job by the offensive lineman, giving that running back a chance to get that first down. Outside runs take time, and when you run outside, you expect the safety to get up there with that extra time and make the tackle. Good job that time by the safety.
Second down. It's an empty backfield for Luck this time. From the shotgun. To the outside. The catch is made.
Well, when you talk about throwing these sideline routes or the out route, it is about timing. When that receiver makes that break to go towards the sideline, that football has to be in the air. Nice throw and catch that time.
They still face 3rd and 6 even after that last successful pass play. The defense comes out in the dime. Luck will take the snap from the gun. A catch and the first.
Nice job by the receiver. Runs the curl route that time. Curled. It is exactly what it says. Go down the field, make a little curl motion. Quarterback throws it in there.
The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. He'll keep it on the play fake. Has the reception all alone.
Luck's job is to sell that play fake, and boy, did he do it that time. It fooled the defense, and they get to completion.
First down here after the completion. This play set up by the long gainer. Halftime, 2 minutes away. First down on the way. Let's see how they back up the big play here. Andrew Luck in shotgun formation. And sailing out of bounds.
Some good play calls so far in this drive by the offensive coordinator. His team is down, but they are marching down the field.
That is play number 10 on this drive. This has been a long drive so far. Second and goal from the 4. Jarring hit that time. Knocks the ball free.
Jim, I love these situations. Third and goal, what are they going to call? They're going to run the football. They're going to go with a pass. And if it is a pass, I would look for something quick.
Ready to take the snap at the 4. Marching down the field and taking their time. Third and goal at the 4. And he's thrown to the ground.
Well, that time the quarterback is sacked on the third down, and that's, of course, that's bad. But the good thing is he did not try to force the football down the field and get the turnover.
The kick is good.
Well, when you get points, it's never a bad thing. That is for sure. Good job by the field goal kicker that time. Nice job by the offense moving the football down the field.
Giants ready to kick it away. They'll take it at the 20. They face first down. Offense lines up here. Setting up screen. Got the commitment. And this won't even get back to the line. They'll end up losing one.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the first down play that time by the offense, and now they have a good situation.
The Cardinals come to the line of scrimmage and empty out the backfield. Everyone split out wide. He'll throw it over the middle. Tackle's made, and the first down is picked up. The Cardinals are going to burn the first of their 3 timeouts right here. Following that timeout, offense back out on the field. They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. Loading up with extra defensive backs in the dime. He'll stand back beyond the center in the gun. Can't hold on here as it goes incomplete.
Sometimes you wonder how can they drop passes in the NFL, college football, or high school, because the gloves these receivers wear, they are magnificent when it comes to helping you catch the football. So that's a big drop. When you get open, you got to make the catch.
Second and 10. The defense gets a sack. The Giants signal for a timeout. They have 2 remaining. Can they overcome the sack? Third down on the way. An extra tight end on the field for this one. Dropping back 3. The catch is made. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down. The Cardinals will punt the football. He wants to return this one. Harris is there to take him down. The Giants are set now for their next possession.
Double tight end formation.
First down at the 42. Makes the reception. And Crabtree is brought down. The Giants call a timeout here. They have 0 timeouts remaining. Second down after that pass play. Offense lines up here. Luck's going to take the snap from the shotgun. And he's taken down.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit here. You want to stop the offense from scoring here with under 2 minutes to go in the first half. Good pressure on the quarterback, and they take him down behind the line of scrimmage.
This will probably be the last play of the first half. Andrew Luck, look at that arm strength.
That will bring us to the end of the second quarter here in East Rutherford. We'll take a break and be ready for the start of the second half in just a moment.
The Giants prepared to return the kickoff.
Catches it at the 6 and begins the return.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line.
The Giants getting ready now to start their drive. Luck's lining up in the pistol. The third quarter begins with this play.
Breaks free. Breaks free.
That's a touchdown, and that tightens things up.
Well, I'll give credit to the running back. That was a nice run for the long touchdown. No doubt about it, but he is not fast. And the defense was loafing. They were not hustling. That's why they gave up the touchdown.
The Cardinals will be back to return the kick. Still have a sizable lead here in this one. Scores 20-10. No return here as he takes a knee in the end zone. The Cardinals now bring their offense back onto the field for the next drive. It's Bernard in the backfield.
Get ready.
First down at the 20. Has his target.
He stacked up at that point.
The slant route, it's a timing route where the wide receiver plants his outside foot at 5 to 6 yards and catches the football 8 yards down the field as he's going across the middle.
First down at the 31. Intercepted. Nice tackle.
Isn't it awesome on the defensive side where you have linebackers can make plays like that? Getting that interception, it's not always defensive backs that get to make those plays. Linebackers can do it too.
For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. First and 10.
Martin outside to the right. Keeps his legs moving. The Giants trail right now, but you can't say they haven't been able to run the football. Martin's been given opportunities to make things happen and has done so.
Yeah, not often do you see an offense where they run the football and just dominate the pace of play and be behind in the second half, but that's what's happened so far here today.
Second and 2.
Off the right side, and he's tackled down after picking up the first.
Well, even though they're down more than 7 here, the offense down the red zone, it'll be good for them for the rest of this game. Their confidence for the offensive coach that they can punch this in for the touchdown.
Split backfield here.
First down at the 17.
Here's the handoff to Doug Martin.
He'll pick up 7 this time. The Giants have stayed with the run game today, and it's been a big part of their game plan. Martin's been a consistent force on the ground.
Yeah, he's just a running back who never gives up. And when he runs, it's arms, elbows, everything is moving, and he is one tough running back to tackle.
Another handoff right back to him. Can't find space, and this will be a loss of 1 on the play.
Anytime your team is down, you're inside the other team's red zone, you look for one of your star players. Your quarterback, wide receiver, or running back, they need to make a big play here.
3rd down and 4. He's looking to the right here on this throw.
Anytime as a quarterback you see the receiver coming across the field on a drag route, don't lead him, just stick it on him. Quarterback throws it too far in front that time.
The kick is through for 3.
When you get great field position, Jim, you got to take advantage of it. The offense didn't do it. I blame the coach. Those were terrible play calls, but a good kick by the kicker.
He's not going to test the coverage this time. It'll come out to the 20.
First down coming up. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a 3rd time. Here's the handoff. He's brought down.
Good job by the safety diagnosing the run, getting up outside and making the tackle for a short gain.
Nickel formation for the defense here. The give. He's brought down at the 25-yard line. It's 3rd down coming up. Offense lines up here. Set up screen. Has his target. Breaks out of the tackle. That's been the story of this game. Another 3rd down conversion to move the chains.
Well, the defense, they give up a 1st down there. They're behind. They just can't sit back there and keep bending. You got to take some chances. Go on the offensive, on the defensive side, and just make things happen.
That picks up 7.
When you're an offensive lineman and you can line up and just run the football straight ahead and pick up those kind of yards, you are going to get into the head of the defense. You're basically saying, we're tougher than you are, and we're just going to come right at you.
2nd and 4. Looking to the right side and throwing. Fights through that hit.
The Cardinals offense, they know it's more than just about their defense. The offense did a good job that time picking up the 1st down. That's what you want to do. You got a small lead in the 2nd half. Keep getting those 1st downs and eat that clock up.
Makes the catch in open space.
Looking at these numbers now, you see the big target like this, getting back in the swing of things. Phil, a week ago, he was basically shut out, and today he cannot be stopped.
Well, we see a lot of smiling faces, don't we, on the sideline. The coach is happy, and, of course, the quarterback, he's the happiest guy of all because he loves his tight end target.
After the 2-yard carry, it sets up 2nd down and 8. Offense lines up here. They'll run it with him again. Tackle's made, and that'll move the chains.
The Cardinals' offensive line will be whooping it up tomorrow when they watch this play in the film room. What a good job by them. Excellent planning and awesome execution.
Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a 3rd time. 1st down at the 22. They're going to run it right.
The defense has got to be a little aggressive here. Your team is down. You've got to attack this offense. You don't want them to get in there and get another score.
About to snap it for the 9th play of the drive. Offense lines up here. 2nd down and 1. Rock for a loss on that play.
The Giants defense is just one of the best in the NFL. What a job that time of the run play. They get penetration, they get in the backfield, and they make the tackle for a loss.
What a drive this has been. 3rd down and 3. Gets it again. There's the offense picking up another 1st down on 3rd down.
1st down by the offense in the red zone. And, you know, if you're on the defensive side, you don't have to worry about deep passes anymore. You can be more aggressive and take some chances.
1st and 10.
Set up screen to Bernard. Touchdown.
Well, you got a lead. You drive down the field. You score a touchdown. Now we're going to find out if the other team can stay patient or will they panic.
Count it. The Giants prepared to return the kickoff. Catches it at the 9 and starts his return. And he runs it out to about the 27 before he's taken down. The Giants come out for the next possession. It's a 2 tight end formation. Now 1st and 10. And there's Clay. And they bring him down at the 33-yard line.
When you talk about throwing the football into open space, that's almost always against zone defenses. That's what we saw that time. Good job by the quarterback throwing it in there.
2nd down, 4 to go. Martin's taking the handoff. Picked up a couple that time. Third and 2 here after the run. Andrew Luck under center. Flip to the outside. That's a good tackle, and that's a quick 3 and out.
How about the defensive line? Getting that penetration, getting off the football at the snap, and getting it done, getting in the backfield and making that tackle.
Coverage team won't get a chance this time as it bounces into the end zone. The Cardinals ready to take over the football. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a 3rd time. That brings the play to an end. There's going to be an injury timeout here. We'll take a quick break and be back in just a moment. They bring in the extra tight end. 1st down at the 31. And there's only 2 yards to be found right there.
Well, a short gain on the run that time by the offense. When you're a running football team, listen, there's going to be a lot of ugly plays that don't work. You just got to keep running them.
2nd down coming up. Nickel formation here for the defense. Handoff made, and he's tackled down at the 36-yard line.
Hey, this defense, they are tough. When you run that football, they got some men up front, and that time they stopped that run just for a short gain.
Well, we're anxious to hear the full story on that injury. Let's go down to Danielle Bellini with the story.
Guys, I just spoke with a Cardinals official. What he said was the injury is an abdominal tear. Now, guys, this injury might require surgery, so the doctors have scheduled an MRI.
You see the offensive totals for these teams, and it's been about 2 teams getting it done in different ways.
What we're seeing is 2 different philosophies on the offensive side from these teams here today, Jim, and it doesn't matter. All you want to do is just get it done.
The Cardinals with an empty backfield look here. 1st down at the 47. Gets a hand in that time to force the incompletion.
On defense, when you're a defensive back, it's so much about timing. That time he times it perfect, and he jumps up and knocks the ball down.
2nd down after the incompletion. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a 3rd time.
Good job of the defensive line standing in there and fighting, and they hold the running back to a short gain.
Now looking at 3rd down. On this passing down, the defense comes out in the nickel. Throws to the right. A takeaway. That'll stop the play right there.
Good job that time by the defense. Not being fooled, being in position. When you're in position, you have a chance to make the play. That time they did. They got the interception.
1st down here.
The defense comes out in the nickel. Martin's going to secure the handoff. And he's tackled just 2 yards short of a first down. Running the football, not every team can do it, but today we're seeing two sides. They came in here with a clear desire to run the football, and they have done just that.
They've done well. The offensive lines have played very well. There's no doubt about that. But look, the defenses, I'll say this about both of them. I don't think they're showing enough hustle. And if you don't hustle, you're going to get run on.
1 quarter to go, and you're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
3rd down following the run.
Here is the first snap of the final quarter. To Crabtree. Gets about 9 on the play. Looking at the passing numbers on both sides of the ball, they're just not there. The coverage has been good, and it's been hard to move the ball against those secondaries.
Yeah, good job for the defense today. They got a good pass rush going. The coverage has been good down the field. And also, the defense has been good, but the quarterback has not been real sharp.
The Giants will take the snap from the 40. Hauls it in for the first down. Looking ahead, the Giants will be playing at home next week, while the Cardinals will also be playing at home next week.
The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion.
Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a 3rd time. They go screen with Martin, and they'll end up losing 4 here.
Got to give the defense some credit on first down. There's so many things the offense can do. They were ready for that play, and they stopped it.
They've come out in the dime package.
Luck out of the gun. The defense gets the sack.
There's nothing worse to a quarterback than having an offensive lineman getting driven back in his way. That time the right side of the line collapses, and it leads to a sack of the QB.
On the way, 3rd down. Offense lines up here.
Luck's back in shotgun formation.
He's looking to the right here on this throw.
Anytime you get in the red zone, you want to punch it in there and get 7 points. They're being dominated today. They're down more than 7, but don't worry about it. Score here and just keep playing.
Here's the first snap after the big play.
Doug Martin. Nothing there as this goes for a loss of 2.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the offense that time on first down. Now the defense is in a good situation.
About to snap it for the 9th play of the drive. Andrew Luck under center. 3-step drop. Incomplete. Looking underneath that time.
Well, anytime you're in the red zone, you want to punch it in and get that touchdown. If they do that, look, they're still going to be behind, but it gives them confidence moving forward.
Play after play after play here on this drive. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down.
Jim, when you get in these situations, there's not much you can do. 3rd and long, not easy to pick up first downs in these type of situations.
And he converts here on the field goal try.
That was a good hold, good kick, 3 points. Good job by the offense.
Ready to step up and send this one down to the end zone.
And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line.
They come to the line, and it's first down. Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. They'll mark him at the 28. The Giants are behind right now, and you see the numbers are giving up a lot of yardage on the ground, and it stands out because it's so out of character for this unit.
The tempo of this game is being set by the offensive side. The way they are running, they got all the situations in their favor, and the defense can't get them in those obvious passing situations.
The Cardinals take it from the 28.
He's tackled at the 30.
If you want to run the football with success, you're going to have plays like this where they pick up very little yardage. Don't listen to the fans. Keep running it, and it'll work.
Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a third time. This offense can't be stopped on third down, no matter the distance. First down here after the run.
Let's go.
Back to the ground, trying to find an opening to the right. He's tackled right at the 43.
Good coaching on the defensive side. Everybody stays at home. They stay in their gap, and they hold that run to a short gain.
Let's go.
Second down and 7. Right back to him one more time. Tackles made.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They were all over the run that time, and they only give up a short gain.
Third down. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a third time. The Cardinals will punt the football. Backs to the wall for the offense. Split backfield here. First down and 10. They're setting up screen. That's a gain of 7.
That's a nice route on the outside. Nice throw by the quarterback. Puts them in good position to keep moving and get a first down.
It's a dime look for the defense on this play.
Luck standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Finds his mark,
And he steps out of the field of play.
That was just a dumb call. When you throw it behind the line of scrimmage like that, you deserve to lose some yards. That's what happened on that play.
Third and 5 still to go, even after that last completion.
Andrew Luck under center. Martin is in the backfield. It's Clay.
Good piece of tackling.
Well, don't look at the scoreboards, which tells you you're down by a couple scores. Just concentrate on every single play and try to get another first down.
First down at the 17.
Looking across the middle.
Boykin takes the hit and is brought down.
Well, you play this cover 4. In other words, you got 4 defenders playing deep, equally spread across the field. Well, who's going to cover the in cuts and underneath? Nobody. That's why the quarterback got an easy completion that time on the in route.
Gets it out for the completion.
He is tackled at the 40-yard line.
When you play zone coverage, the quarterback might have to hold the football just a little longer. But these guys nowadays, when you play zone, they know how to throw and catch and get it done.
The Giants will take the snap from the 40.
Looking to the right side and throwing.
Finds his mark.
Tackled down at the 47. That was a nice reception, but not enough for the first down. Second down coming up.
Martin lines up in the backfield. Luck will take the snap from the gun.
Throws the pass. On the money. And now they'll be on the other side of the 50 after this play. In the build-up to this game, we didn't talk much about the matchup at tight end, but it's been a good one, Phil.
It has been good. I know the defenses really didn't focus on the tight end when this game was starting, but I know this, they better change their focus and start looking at him.
The defense comes out in the dime. First and 10.
And this pass goes incomplete as he was looking short that time.
When you see this cover 2 defense as a quarterback, you got to know where to throw the football. That time he did not make a good decision. You got to throw it sometimes deep down the middle. The safeties are not there. They're outside. He did not take advantage of that coverage that time.
Andrew Luck in shotgun formation. And now he'll slide.
It'll be third down.
2 minutes remaining, and you're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Big moment here. Third down coming up. The Giants take it from the 38. Catches the ball on the sideline, but does not get both feet down. Offense still on the field here on fourth down, and they'll need to pick up 4 for the first. Andrew Luck under center. The Giants take it from the 38. Pulls it in.
The tackle is made.
Now on first down. Every snap crucial the rest of the way. Holding on to the timeout. They'll rush back to the line.
Throws to the right.
And here's a pass incomplete.
It's a nice drive by the offense, Jim. They're down. They're driving down the field. Let's see if they can put 7 points on the board.
Second down coming up. Time, obviously, a factor the rest of the way.
Mounting a serious drive. Second down and 10.
And he's forced to the ground. The Giants with a little uncertainty, so they take a timeout here before third down. So much on the line now as they line up for third down.
This long drive continues.
The Giants will take the snap from the 35. Catch made.
And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to fourth down.
The Giants are going to use one of the 2 timeouts they have remaining.
They bring back out the offense to go for it.
Andrew Luck under center. The Giants take it from the 33. Shrugs off the first hit. It's intercepted, and that's going to end the comeback attempt.
Breaks free. And he's brought to the ground.
That was an awesome job by the defense. They just read the quarterback's eyes. They got in position, and they made the interception.
Loading up with extra defensive backs in the dime. First and 10.
Will go ground. And that's good for only a yard or 2. Timeout called by the defensive unit.
It's now second down and 7 after the 3-yard rush. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a 3rd time. He's going to be tackled right around the 21-yard line.
You're running back in this league, and you pick up first downs, and you don't fumble the football, I promise you one thing, you're going to get more carries.
Nickel formation for the defense here.
Let's go. 2-35.
Takes the knee.
And now they'll try over again on second down. This will be the final snap.
Get ready. Go, 38. Go.
Phil, before we go, how about this win? How much will this one count?
You know, Jim, all wins are nice. This one was done easy. You didn't have to sweat too much over it. You feel good, and you just enjoy the next couple days.